the lovely ladies of anime. How about some Naruto fans? Pokemon? How about Sailor Moon? Now we're talking. Okay. So we're gonna get started here. A couple housekeeping things real quick. We've got mics here in the aisle. So when we get to the Q&A part of the show, if everybody can go to the mics, line up there, have a seat, and I'll take questions from everybody. We'll try to get in as many as we can. Okay? All right, you guys ready? All right, let's give a big Tampa welcome to the ladies of anime. So let's get started here. I'd like to do a little bit of Q&A with y'all. We're going to pitch it out to the audience and let them ask you some questions, because I know they're dying to ask you some stuff. So, just to begin with, let's talk a little bit about the characters that you're best known for. Sailor Moon, obviously, and we have Naruto and Ash from Pokemon. So let's talk a little bit about that, and then also about some of the other characters, because I know you do other characters. So let's talk a little bit about some of the other characters that you're doing.
It's funny you should say that. On the way up here, we were going, we should have written down what we do. Because we get up here, right, and we go, I can't remember everything I've done.
Well,
I wrote it all down. I have a list.
Your favorite other character?
Cheats.
Oh, we start with Kate.
Sorry, I missed what you just said.
Oh.
They're all talking while you're trying to...
I've embarrassed myself too many times. Sorry.
So you're known for Sailor Moon. What is your one of your other characters that you've done? What's your favorite other non-Sailor Moon character?
Well, right now, we just finished recording Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball, the TV series. And I play Sam Sparks. So if you're watching it, it's on Cartoon Network right now, but it's a plug. I wasn't even going there. But the main thing is, we're working as a cast, so it's super fun for me. And we're ad-libbing everything, and it's a really fun, creative process. So I'm gonna say Sam Sparks right now because it's right in my brain from last week.
It is kind of funny because when you're doing a character, it kind of lives in your body, so that's the one that's sort of closest to your heart at the time. I would say one of my favorite ones I've done was Wicked in Cyber Chase. She's a crazy, insane witch who loses her mind all the time.
I'm right here.
Oh yeah. Loosely based on Island Flanagan. I also did Magnolia, George of the Jungle, and I don't know, lots of other stuff. She was Wasp. I'm Wasp in the Avengers. That's right.
Oh, yes, I'm right here.
I've saved the world and I've destroyed the world many times over.
Powerful.
Yeah.
My favorite role outside of Pokemon was a little game called Night Fortress, where I played this bearded lady who doesn't speak words. She just goes like, just variations on that.
Again, this is based on Island Flanagan.
Yes. Everything I do is inspired by it.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the question, right? I don't want to overspeak because I have a list of all the Pokemon I play.
Who's your favorite other than Ash?
Apart from playing Ash, Veneer is my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Pokemon to play.
Very cool.
I'm not allowed to do the voice.
You're not allowed to?
Not allowed to.
Oh, why not?
Sad face.
Sad emoji.
Oh, me? Okay. I like playing Principal Perry.
Yeah!
Pays well, the people are nice. It's fun. I did a show called Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly Winks. I played the lead, even though I can't apparently say it anymore. It's on Cuba right now. Whatever that is. I haven't been paid for it in 8 years. But anyway, it's still out there. It's a very cute show. It takes place in Ireland. It's adorable. You should see it.
Did you get an Emmy for that?
I did win an Emmy for that. Thank you. I also did win an Emmy for it. So 1 year I won, 1 year I didn't win. The years you don't win, you drink more. That's how it goes. Did a bunch of movies that were really fun. Evan Almighty and Yes Man was fun. Shameless was fun. Another on camera thing. Well, I don't know if it's fun to do it. It's fun to have it on your resume. Doing it was actually kind of hard.
It's fun when you book it.
Yeah, it's fun
And then
when
you
you
say,
say,
oh God, what did I do?
Yeah.
it's fun when you cash the check.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun when you watch it, but sometimes I just can't watch it.
Yeah.
I can't watch myself.
Yeah, it's hard.
So, usually when we do panels with voice actors, one of the questions I have is how in the world do you become a voice actor? You know, because it isn't your typical thing. Usually, regular acting, you know how to do not good voice acting. But at what point, when did you decide you wanted to become a voice actor? Was it by accident? Something into it? Your agent said, hey, let's go try this. How did you get into voice acting?
Well, we tell you, but then we have to kill you.
Nobody can know. You'll never know. I didn't grow up thinking, I'm going to be a voice actor. It just didn't happen like that. I was doing a lot of on-camera stuff. And for any Sailor Moon fans out there, I was dating the real Darien. In real life, he was in. So yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter that Sailor Mars didn't end up with him. But he suggested, you have to audition for this because they couldn't find Sailor Mars. And I went, no, Reno, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be on camera. And then I went and auditioned for it, and Sailor Mars was my very first voiceover series. And it just started there, and that's kind of what I do.
And I went to theater school, and in theater school they have, I want to be on stage, loved it, loved being on stage. And they have every different type of class you can think of. You're not only just doing stage acting, but you're also doing dance and movement and this and that. And one of the ones they had was a microphone technique course. And as soon as I got in front of the microphone, as soon as I put on the headphones, I went, oh, I love this. And I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. So when I graduated from theater school, I went to my agent and said, I think I kind of want to be a voice actor. I think I want to try voice acting. Well, you're going to need a demo. Come on. I said, okay, well, I guess we'll try auditioning you, and if you do okay, then we'll just see how it goes. And the very first audition I did, I got the part. So she went, oh, you were going to do this. And I was like, yeah,
She does that at auditions. I see her all the time. Stop it, Linda. Stop it.
So I just got lucky, and that's all there is to it.
I got lucky. I studied acting as a teenager. I wanted to do on camera mostly, and I did improv. And then I got the audition for Pokemon, and I was terrible. And
No, you weren't.
No. At the audition, I was terrible. And I cried. And then they called me back for whatever reason, and I was actually pretty good at the callback, so I really prepared. I was like, you're kidding me. And then I got it, and that's just luck and being ready for it. You gotta be ready for that luck when it comes. Yeah.
The end. Okay. I just smoked a lot of cigarettes in my 20s. That voice! Use that voice!
That's literally it.
That's the secret.
That's the secret. Smoking in your 20s. No, I'm not advocating that. I don't smoke. Anymore. I didn't study it. I was in an improv group as well. And then I did some stand-up and improv and theater. I played Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit in a big production in Minneapolis. Then I moved to LA and commercial agents there said, you should take voice classes. I did, and then I got my first job on Men in Black and Jackie Chan, the TV shows. So, that was a long time ago. I'm ancient. I'm dying inside right now, isn't it? That's cool. Got another hour left.
That was a public service announcement.
Put it on Twitter.
All right, so obviously anime fans can be pretty animated, right? You guys are pretty excited fans. Tell me about what it's like for you all as actors interacting with the fans. What are some of your most interested fans?
Oh my God.
Be good, not that.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for Pokemon, I can't speak for your show, but I really do think, and this is going to be a Sailor Moon club, but I do feel like our fans, it's the same for everybody, all our fans are the best fans in the world because they're so loyal, and we have these loyal and heartfelt stories about how Sailor Moon saved their lives, and so I just feel like I'll never have that with any of the other shows. We do some pretty big stuff, but you don't have the same kind of fans. So for anime, there's just this connection, and I can't even explain it, but when they come up and say, Sailor Moon saved my life, and this happens all the time, it's not some random person. A lot of people say that to us, so
We're also kind of like ninjas, right? Because people don't recognize us because we're voice actors. So they don't, I don't walk down the street and people go, oh, there's the Valentine, she was supposed to say Moon. They don't do that. But I see them. And I see them, with a Sailor Moon t-shirt on or something. So I'm like, and how do you walk over to someone and say, oh, hi. So I was the voice of Sailor Moon. And every now and then you kind of feel like you sort of have to, as you just go, oh yeah, they're a fan. So one time I was at this fair in Toronto, because that's where we're from, Toronto, called the CNE, and they had this ride there. Actually, I think it was Wonderland. So they have this ride there. It's like a hang glider, those kites, and you lie on the thing, and you sort of take off and you go around a circle. It's really not exciting at all. It's not going around the thing. But my kids abandoned me because that's what kids are. They wait in line, they go, we're going on together, you can go on your own. I'm like, dudes, come on. So I'm going on this ride, I'm put with some other little girl, some girl, and as we get on the thing, I look over and she's got a Sailor Moon backpack on. So we lie down on this thing and we're getting ready to take off and everything. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, are you excited about this ride? She's like, yeah, I love this ride. This is my favorite ride. I'm like, all right, let's get this puppy going. Come on. So now I've got a captive audience, right? We're about to take off. We start taking off. He's like, oh, so you a Sailor Moon fan? She's like, yeah, I love Sailor Moon. And I was like,
Okay.
well, this is kind of funny because I was actually the voice of Sailor Moon. And she's sort of like,
No.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. She didn't say that, but she started going, what are you talking about? I was like, not the proper reaction, kid. Okay. Okay, so like Sailor Moon, I did the voice of Sailor Moon. She's sort of like, oh God, this crazy woman is serious. And I'm like, how do I prove it to her? So we're sort of going around and I'm like, Tyrion, stop this. What am I doing? I can't stop myself. And she's just like, okay, can you please stop the ride? Please stop the ride. Please stop the ride. And then she just sort of got off and walked off the room and I was like, I really am the voice of Sailor Moon. That was it.
sad story.
Thanks for bringing it down.
Oh man. Well, I'm not gonna bring it down so much. Not as much as you did. My favorite fan interactions are definitely when people come up to me and they're like, I'm really in school and your show really helped lift my spirits and get through that because I know what that's like. But also when the younger set, like the under 8, when those kids hear me do the voice and their eyes just light up, that's my second favorite.
Yeah, I still remember the song.
I can't. I want to. Trust me. I hate disappointing you guys.
She can't do it.
I want to. I'm not allowed to.
Aww.
Sorry.
I'm trying to get fired, so I'll do the voice anytime. trick-or-treaters come to my house. That was weird. My drug friend let him in. Said, she plays Naruto. I was like, don't do that. So he came back with 40 more people. But I had a lot of candy, so that's good.
You know what? Not to interrupt, but that same thing happened this year. They weren't dressed as Sailor Mars, of course.
Who were they dressed as?
Just be quiet. I have two seconds. This is so funny. Like, the exact same thing happened this year. And my boys, I have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. They had already come back from trick-or-treating. Doorbell rings like after I take the pumpkins. You know, everything's quiet. All the lights are off. I'm like, okay, good. Bedtime. Everybody, bedtime. Ding dong. And of course, the boys go sprinting down the stairs because they want to give out candy. I'm like, guys, the lights are off. Nobody should be there. Door opens. Sailor Jupiter's standing there. Sailor Mars. Sailor Moon. It should have been Sailor Mars. Sailor Moon, they're standing there like this. And my sons are like, Mom? Mom? Isn't that your show? And then the girls are like, huh? My mom was Sailor Mars. And then they freaked out. And it became this cool thing. And I went, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool, kids. See? They weren't dressed as me. So then they left, and then 4 days later they came asking for autographs. So, and of course the boys were there, and I'm like,
Of course.
that's really funny.
Great stories.
Great story, James.
That's good. Especially the Halloween because it's different. Like you said, as voice actors, you know, it's not like you're getting recognized in the supermarket usually, or something like that. All right, well, listen, I know there's a lot of you that have some questions, right? So let's start going to the mics and let's get some questions from the audience.
Come on, people. What's your favorite line up?
While they're lining up, let's talk about, real quick, what are some of your newest projects that you're working on right now? What's coming up? This is plugging time.
Well, I'm starting in August, Mysticons, this new, I really think you should check it out. If you like anime, you're gonna like Mysticons, that's all I'm gonna say. Inspector Gadget, the reboot's on right now. Yeah. And, I have a chance to be pretty bad. I don't know, just a bunch of stuff going on.
And I've got Zuzu Pets and the one that I can't.
Pilots, plots,
What was that one?
You said the
Shoot, I just sang on the way in here. It's like, don't let me forget the name.
plan. Anyway, I'm gonna come up with it. I'm gonna save
And I'm doing another season of Max and Ruby. I'm Candy, Candy Girl. Very nice. I love that 10 slaps over there.
I'm in Shooting Wolves 2 that's currently recording, and Pokemon Sun and Moon is currently airing, so we're working on that. And I started a foundation for to promote animal fostering. You guys know about that? It's called We're going to get a lot of veterinarians and animal behavior specialists to write articles for us and kind of change the common sense about animal care. Because a lot of people are feeding their cats weird, and that's not good. So we're going to put it into that.
Because Ash wants to help more than Pokemon.
Yeah, we want to help not only Pokemon, we also want to help.
I know.
And it's the whole Pokemon cast, we're all in on it.
I'll be doing Naruto till I die. Take that and go screaming.
Second favorite show.
Rasengan!
Second favorite show.
What's that? Maybe another 40 video games? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I scream in a lot of Carl's Jr. Jesus. Jack in the Box commercials right now. I'll be screaming some more of those in the future. Apparently that's all I do now. And everything else got canceled. But I got a Shimmer and Shine episode and a Loud House episode and I don't know. There's a whole bunch of coming up. I guess. Pilots that will hopefully go somewhere. Become hugely wildly popular.
You never know.
You never know.
All right, well, let's pitch it out to the audience. We got a lot of people with questions. Clear.
Yeah, for the Sailor Moon cast, have you guys ever dressed up as each other?
each other.
Yeah!
No, we get asked that. I would have dressed up as Mars, but I'm not going to do that now. I feel like nobody needs to see that.
It wouldn't be a happy thing if I dressed up as Sailor Moon. That said, my youngest daughter looks a lot like Sailor Moon. She's blonde, she's tall, she's got legs that just don't stop.
Yeah. We call her Jack Long Legs.
She just trips over them all the time. She's a goofball.
But we encourage everybody else to dress up like that, especially Mars.
Okay, to the voice of Ash, who is your favorite companion Ash has ever had? It can be a boy or a girl.
Serena.
Serena. I like how she kissed Timothy. Yeah, that was amazing.
No, Misty's the best. No way, Misty.
Brock.
Do you guys have any memorabilia of your characters at home? And if so, do you have a favorite?
A shrine.
I have a shrine. Well, Sailor Moon, I mean, every single Comic-Con we go to, we see new merchandise. I have no idea how much, I would say of all shows in the whole, on the planet, Sailor Moon has the most stuff.
Yeah.
And I
We
had,
even have like sanitary napkins.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have I have to ask us to sign them too. It's like, oh.
I don't even know what it would be here, because in Canada we had stuff like Zoodles or Alphagetti and all that stuff. And I don't know what it is, but back in the day, it's Heinz, like, I don't know. But I have a Sailor Moon, a can of Sailor Moon, like spaghetti. Like, I wouldn't open it. I certainly wouldn't eat it. We'd all die. I'm never going to give it up, and I just look at it and I think, Kate, this is probably, your boys are going to think it's food. They're going to open it up. It is food, but it'll kill them.
We also get given a lot of stuff from fans. Like I've got necklaces and bracelets, everything. But somebody gave me the moon stick. It's a good stick. You don't understand. This thing is like, ha ha ha. Somebody also gave me a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. Because I'm like, I got a Toronto Vision. And it says Sailor Moon on the back. And every time I go to a hockey game, people are taking my picture from behind.
She's crazy.
I mean, that's to mention I got a wooden carving of Ash on a wooden board.
Oh, I want it.
Glorious. So, yeah, I love when fans do drawings and things like that. It's much fun.
I have some. I have a painting someone did for me that's really cool. And I have the robot head from Principal Perry. So I stare at my TV and my own head is looking back at me. It's a little weird. I have two Jakers dolls that are singing in a pig's voice in an Irish accent. That's also a little weird. I have a giant picture of me, like that big, which, yeah, I didn't do that. It's just gross. Dressed as an emperor for Principal Perry.
Oh no.
Actually, they gave me 4 of them. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? It's not just doesn't give a lot of it away. Frankly, just, you know, someone's kid, or there'll be a charity or something, and, you know. I mean, I have a couple, but I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Along those lines, for Sarah, what about collecting digital Pokemon stuff? You play Pokemon Go?
Oh, yes. No, I have it on right now.
She really is. She's playing right now.
It's GPS signal not found, but it was on. Upstairs I'm playing. Yeah, I'm on level 33. I'm team listed.
I'm only like level 10 on that.
I disappointed 2/3 of me this time.
But I do have like every Pokemon game.
This is for the voice of Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars.
Oh, God. Thank you. Stop it.
Which is the hardest part to act out in the Sailor Moon series?
For me, it was going from Serena to Sailor Moon. Because Serena, you know, was this sort of, oh, she's all this craziness and oh, you know, and you're so romantic. And then all of a sudden she'd have to, I had to push my voice so hard, say, I shall punish you in the name of the moon. Almost kills me every time. Almost kills me. And I can say every stinking episode. Can you use that from last episode? No, that's what we're paying you for. It's a trick. Every time. So that was the hardest thing for me to
screaming. And at the time, because it was a long time ago, it was okay. But then they would add different calls, and for Mars, it was very silly because it was handwritten. So as it's coming across these calls, you have to just wait for it to hit the line, and then you have to start talking. So Mars Fire Ignite, that was perfect. That was fine. Mars Star Power, no problem, easy. All of a sudden, it's Mars Celestial Fire, and it just went on forever. And I just thought, who comes up with Mars Celestial Fire? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Yeah. Oh, it went on, and then you lose your air, and then they say, no, do it again. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephen with an N. I met Miley.
I remember you.
Yeah. I have a question for Miss Miley and Miss Sarah. Sorry.
We need to
I was always fascinated how you guys play boys when you're girls. So, how did you transition into a boy?
Just have really good insurance.
Oh, I know.
We're going to avoid making that choice.
For me, I deal with 2 girls. Voices very much just because a lot of the girls in animation have really high-pitched voices. Unless I play like a tomboy or a bully or someone who works at the DMV. So it's kind of a ringer for me. Wasn't that hard for me? And when I started, I practiced a lot. I still listen to people's voices, and I'll do them in the car. Or I'll say them back to TV if I hear a weird voice, I'll try and do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how
Ash was my first role, so that's all I knew, that's all I really practiced before. And now I play a lot of girls too, so I had to transition into being a girl.
Thank you. You got Ash and Naruto inspire me. Especially Naruto. I have a little stuffed animal.
Oh, thank you.
Naruto.
For the voice of Naruto, who's your favorite character on the show?
Naruto. Why would I have another favorite? I couldn't pay my mortgage. Hey, you're gonna be Choji. Menma, just kidding. That's an inside joke. People, it's the same voice. Choji. I like Choji a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for this. Maria, thank you.
For the voice of Ash,
What?
which was your favorite region to voice in?
Oh, by far. I'm loving this season so much. It's phenomenal. It's so crazy now, and I get to be really insane.
Ash
It's
bad.
great, yeah. Which Ash is. He's always been insane inside, but now I get to really let him out. It's awesome. Bye.
Thank you. So, I was wondering, do you guys ever come up to each other and just break into character in conversation sometimes? Like, do you just go believe it to someone?
We're going to go out for dinner tonight. We should just talk to our character voices the whole time.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Can't wait to get thrown out of the restaurant with these guys.
We can also really kill each other like a quarter of the way through a sentence. Like, shut up, don't, stop, shut up, shut up.
There's not enough wine in the world for me to go to that dinner.
I'm rarely surrounded by voice actors, and when I am, boy do I know it. Boy, oh boy. And that's awesome. Honestly, it's kind of annoying, but it's also really awesome.
The other people on my show text me, like they'll send me really horrible things people have made. They'll be like, this is you! That's the extent of it.
To the entire ladies of anime, what would you say would be like the easiest and hardest thing about voice acting?
Money. Easiest.
Oh, for me it's the hardest.
I can't understand.
I know, whenever you guys start unlocked, money is the hardest part, getting money.
What's the hardest thing about it?
Do you know what? Money, yes. All of us are unanimous with that. We all like to make money, that's nice. But the other thing is, as a voice actor, if you get sick, like normal people, you can get a cold and everybody kind of looks after you, or whatever's gonna happen, you get a cold, everyone's allowed to get a cold. We are not. No, we wreck everybody's life, including my family. Like, as soon as I start getting sick, my whole family hates me. And I see the boys running away from me like, great. But my husband will even say, Mom's getting sick, nobody talks to Mom. You know, like it just becomes, instead of, Katie, do you feel like, can I get some chicken soup? It just becomes a thing. Because the other thing is, you don't sound the same. So that means that if I'm holding up a big production of whatever it is, because I can't do it, so.
And sometimes you don't even know you're sick until you go into the booth. And then you're in front of the microphone and then the director will say, are you sick? You're getting sick. It's like, no, I'm not. And then you're like, oh, damn, I'm getting sick. And by the end, you're like, I'm so sick.
And the anxiety that goes along with this as a voice actor, because that takes you out of work for 2 weeks, I shouldn't feel that. We do.
Yeah, the hardest thing is a long session of battling. If Ash is battling a lot and just shouting commands, it drains you. I get lightheaded when I'm screaming a lot when he's falling off cliffs.
Or running.
Running.
I'm falling down.
Really lightheaded, and I'm just like, okay, I need a break.
Drowning's hard too. Drowning's hard in voice because you're trying to make that sort of gurgling sound in you. It's like, that sounds stupid.
Talking underwater.
I had to have explosive diarrhea for an entire 7 minutes. Not me personally.
Voice actors, we learn a lot about their mouth movements.
Thank you so much for your work.
That's right.
Sorry,
Okay. Do you guys have, all 4 of you, any of you guys have like really weird rituals that you do to warm up your voice at all?
I find a margarita helps.
Yes, that sounds
Tequila.
right.
That sounds right.
I make phone calls on the way to a job and just talk to people.
It depends on the job. Like, I hum in the car actually.
Yeah.
If you're going to do an accent of a certain thing, I might listen to something non-audible, with that accent, just to get you in the swing there.
Yeah, if I'm going to be singing, I just sing at home until I feel good.
When I was doing Sailor Moon, I was always losing my voice, of course, but I knew that if I could go, whoa, then I would be okay. I could get that noise, I would, whoa. So I'd walk around my house going, in the morning, going, come on, boys, come on. And as soon as I'd be like, whoa, and my little 1-year-old would walk around behind me, she'd go, So I'd say,
Make fun
are
of
you
me?
making fun of me? And she'd say, wrong kid.
Thank you.
Oh, Sailor Mars.
You look fantastic. I think everybody should take a look at this. Beautiful. Nice to see you again.
Was your Sailor Moon outfit in the wash?
I adore her. I actually only have Sailor Mars.
As well, please. Stephen with an N and this one over here.
So for Sailor Mars and Sailor Moon, are you and the other voice actors really close?
I can't stand this woman right now. No, we're best friends. We just kind of got super lucky. So whenever we go to these things and I get to be with Linda, it's actually just like 2 best friends going traveling.
Our children are going to get married.
Yeah, we just had that. Just a meeting party.
We have a little bit of a road bump because my daughter is actually babysitting her boys, one of my daughters.
Yeah,
and
so weird.
she's 10 years older, so that's a problem right now.
It won't be
She's
a problem.
19, he's only 9, but we're working on that. As they get older. But the funny thing is, Shay
Perry from Lab Rats.
Yeah, squat mug!
For Perry, what is your favorite part of the show?
The residuals. I love working for Disney. It's kind of amazing, the special effects, and the people that are there are incredible. The writing was fantastic. I love the kids on the show. They're all now taller than me. They were really fun and funny and hardworking and fun to work with. And they had me do crazy physical stuff, like, a tightrope in a harness, falling down a chimney, being spat on by a llama, just crazy stuff. So that was always fun to do because it's nothing you would ever do in your life, So that was great.
Did you also like messing with Leo?
I loved it. They made a lot more of that than they needed to. So then they could, it was great for us both, but they saw how that relationship worked, so they really played it up a lot, which was really fun because I love TJ, that actor Tyrell, who's fantastic.
And for the voice actor of Ash, what are your 5 most favorite Pokemon?
5?
Oh.
Oh boy. Pikachu.
Yes.
Eevee. Aegon. Baniri. And...
Mudkip?
No.
She makes me find them.
I know, because I was too. I was too.
Charmander?
No way.
I would have said Eevee too. I would have said Eevee.
Eevee's awesome, yeah.
Not that I would have been a turn in.
Mine is Primal Kyogre.
That's great. Oh wait, Weedle. I told Twitter that I would save him. Too late. I think Pokemon is Weedle.
Thank you.
Saves it work.
I was wondering, other than your own anime shows, what is your favorite anime to watch?
Me? Or everyone?
Everyone.
I don't watch other anime shows really. I watch, I should. But when I was on a couple of TV shows at the same time, I didn't have a lot of time to watch stuff. So I would just flip around and watch news and TV. I think I have a PhD in Law and Order now. If you have any questions about that, I'll be happy to answer them. I've never been on the show, but I know everything about it.
I can't quote it. I forgot what it was called.
Oh,
It was a film that I recently saw and it was phenomenal. I'll come back to me.
Can I pick Howl's Moving Castle? So that's a family favorite of ours.
I hate to say this, but I'm more of a sports girl, so I will, that's not, I'm a Blue Jays girl, that's all. Blue Jays! Sorry, it's weird. It's weird, crickets, it's weird. I don't know, in Toronto, everybody, no, anyway, but I watch hockey and baseball, a lot of it, too much of it. And we watch Survivor, it's our vice. I know, I just threw that out there.
It's okay, my voice is a bachelor.
We all have to have one.
Yeah, you gotta have one. The film I saw was called Your Name, and it is absolutely so good. So I see it.
Okay. So, this is for all of you. What was your favorite episode of anything you've ever voiced to voice? So, like, maybe it was emotional, or it was super funny, or just...
Oh my God, that is a really good question.
Mine was in this season an episode of Pokemon that I think has not aired yet. Oh, no, I'm lying. It did air. Of course it aired because we released our website, voicesforclassrooms.org, in conjunction with the release of that episode. I won't give anything away, but it's a very sad episode. And I had to record it right after my cat passed away. And yeah, no, it sucked. That's, I think, my favorite episode so far. Also, Lights, Camera, Pikachu, because I got to play Super Pikachu.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But yeah.
I loved we did the Care Bears movies, and I was Champ Bear. And what I loved about doing that was we were in the room with the 6 Care Bears were in the room together. You don't know what it's like to be in a room with 6 Care Bears. It's like really weird, really weird. And everybody seat your pants, hoping you can actually get the sound out properly, without them saying, stop, Linda, what are you doing? Why are you doing that weird voice? But that was a really fun one to do, for sure.
I played Nina Harper on Brace Face a long time ago. So she wasn't a nice person. But there was one episode where she wanted to be a star, and it was just so ridiculous. And I was young, it was right after Sailor Moon. And I had the most fun doing that because she's seething, she's trying to turn into Jekyll and Hyde, and it was just, I had a good time with that episode.
I like the first fight with Sasuke. I mean, it almost killed me, frankly, but I liked it. And then there's a filler episode where I'm on a boat and I play 7 different versions of my character, Naruto. And it was really schizophrenic. I had 400 lines in the episode, something like that. And that was really fun. If you haven't seen that one, it's just dumb fun. It's really fun.
Hi. Given the anime's Eastern origins and international fan base, have any of you in the panel had the opportunity to travel abroad to any fan conventions or similar events elsewhere in the world? And if so, what have those experiences been like, or maybe how do they compare to American fan conventions?
I've been to where those people are from, the Canadians.
That's what they call us. They actually call us Canadians.
Not by their first names at all. Anyway, which is of course fun. I've been to Stockholm, New Zealand, a couple places in Australia, a couple places in New Zealand. Okinawa, I did one for the truth, and the local Okinawans. But it was mostly for the truth. That was fun, really fun. And I'm trying to think of any other places out of the country. But Ireland, England, Scotland. Yeah, the English-speaking places. Trying to work my way to the Bahamas. If anyone knows of them. Anyway, but you know, it's funny. I swear all the fans are kind of the same. Like, you know, like their enthusiasm, the difference in you know, like who they identify with in my show, the cosplay. It's, you know, it's just people with a different accent. You know, but they're the fans are very, very similar. They just happen to be from, you know, another country. So it's interesting that way.
One of the neat ones that we went to was in Malta. Tiny little island off the coast of Africa, between Africa and Italy. And it was so neat doing that one because we were in a 1,000-year-old building. Like, what?
Yeah,
our country just turned 150 years old. This building is like, what? It had a dungeon in it, carved into it. It was the coolest place.
We snuck down there.
We
snuck into the dungeon.
We snuck into the dungeon.
And we got trouble.
Yeah, we do that. It was the neatest. It was so cool. But the funny thing was, they had sort of grossly overestimated our popularity there. Everybody there knew Sailor Moon, but they watched it in Italian. So they came over to me and said, I liked your show very much, but not you. I don't know who you are. I don't care, I'm in Malta. Yeah, you're who cares?
So no, I was just going to say I agree with you though that when we went to Australia, the fans were exactly the same. The fans were the same. Yeah. They came up and they had the same stories, and yeah, that was fun.
So that's the question. When you do the English voices, that's all the English speaking languages. They don't have versions of you that have an Australian accent doing something else.
English speaking, we are the ones, yeah.
No, that's Japan has.
Oh, I've never done a convention outside the United States. I don't do many conventions at all.
Well, we're very glad that you came here.
Yes, thank you. That's happening.
Thank you. Okay, my question is for all 4 of y'all. Which move is your favorite move to use in your, anime?
Sorry?
Your favorite move?
Anime?
No, move.
Oh, favorite.
Oh, move.
Mars had a flame sniper, that was my favorite.
Mine was always getting changed while spinning around.
Mine's harnessing Greninja's power.
too. In the middle?
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you could voice in any show or anime that you're not already voicing in now, what would you voice in?
Every single one.
Only one.
Family Guy.
Bob's Burgers, Bob's Burgers.
Art Simpson.
Or yeah, I'll fight you for that.
Yeah, good luck.
She's gonna get it.
Thank you.
We've got time
Thank you.
for one, maybe two more real fast.
We'll talk quick.
So my question is working doing the voice acting when you're filming. Is there ever any frustrating moments with whatever? I'm not joking out. But
It's all good.
when you're filming any just really frustrating moments having to restart a lot or you just can't get the part right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, when the equipment doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that happens. That's very annoying. It crashes and the picture freezes and you're just like,
Or when you're doing ensemble with a whole bunch of cast members and one person can't get their line, you're like, come on. But worse still, if it's me that's that person.
Or for me, it's screaming. So if I have a bad week, or if I have something and I have to have a really super high voice, it's the most frustrating thing because I can't do it. And normally I can do it, but for whatever reason I can't. It doesn't compute. My brain rejects it. It's like, you can't solve this. So yeah, that's great.
I was given a song once, which, listen to this voice, you don't want to hear me sing. And it keeps happening. But the song was in Japanese, but they translated it, but they didn't match it to the lyrics, or the timing, or any of the music. So I got about 1 minute into it. I was like, I can't do this! And it was very frustrating, and I burst into tears. This is a long time ago. I burst into tears. I left the studio, because I kept telling the director, this isn't, it's not making any sense. I don't have the music, the timing doesn't match the Japanese, because the words are different, no one adapted it. And I burst out. I left, and then I was like, oh, damn it. I forgot my cell phone. So I had to go back in and get it. Be like, sorry. I'm so frustrated.
and then you say just do the footage.
And then I say perfectly.
Hi, this one's for Miley. Hi, I'm Jaden from yesterday.
Hi.
Yeah, Michael's over there. Since you said you're going to be doing Naruto's voice for the rest of your freaking life, are you doing the voice acting for Naruto in the Boruto anime? Or no?
They haven't told me yet. After this weekend, probably not. No. It's not official. No one asked me to. I guess I'm assuming I'm doing it, but they haven't told me. So I did the movie Boruto, which I haven't seen yet, by the way.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's right here. It's not my place. So I don't know is the answer. And I'm not lying, that's the honest answer.
Thank you.
All right, last one. Right here in the middle.
This is for all of you. What's the funniest line you've ever had to say?
Well, I was going to sore feet. So it was a Dr. Scholl's commercial. And feet were walking across. That's all you saw were 2 feet. And I was the right foot and the left foot. And they had to sound the same, but different. They had very different attitudes, but they sounded the same, but they had a different attitude. But all they ever said was ouch. So it was like, ow, 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 like that. That's weird. That's weird doing that.
I don't know. That's it. I have to think about it. Move on. Because I've done it.
No, me. Funniest? I lines. Oh gosh, there are so many.
First thing that comes to your mind, throw it up.
I had to be Naruto as a baby once. That did not go well. It's kind of like someone was skinning a cat. They were like, stop it, Jesus. Let it go, we'll just get someone to do it. I think Stephanie Shea has probably done it. I think she did it. I don't know who did it. But they certainly did not use my baby voice. Not pretty. But it was funny.
Well, I think this is kind of fresh in my mind. Everybody kind of messes with me on Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs because I don't want to do accents, and then of course some of the writers are there. Every week, Sam Sparks has to do something ridiculous and they give me accents. They just do it to mess with me, so I had to be like Einstein, and then it ended up sounding like no one's going to even know who Sex with Sue is. But in Canada, there's this little radio show, and this little German woman would...
That's Dr. Ruth.
Sorry.
Everybody knows Dr. Ruth.
Oh, yes, Dr. Ruth. Okay, it was Dr. Ruth. That's what it sounded like. Oh, no, she didn't. Never mind. Anyway, that's what it sounded like. So they just thought it was the funniest thing. And I was devastated because I was... And then I started to sound a little bit like Kermit the Frog when I was there. And Yoda, and they were like, that doesn't sound like Sam. That sounds like Yoda. And I was just getting so frustrated, but it was very funny. At the time, it was funny. It's not funny now. Good story, Katie. Good story. You should just keep telling stories, Katie.
I wish we had time to do more stories. Unfortunately, we are out of time. So are you going to put funny line real quick? Too fast?
Sorry, what'd you say? I
Sarah, do you have a funny line?
Do you have a funny line, Sarah?
Me? Yeah.
If you have any more questions, we are signing more autographs today. Oh yeah, so just come to our booth. We're all going upstairs. Yeah.
You can catch you over there at the booth.
We hope you enjoyed this panel at Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Please collect all your belongings and exit the room through the back doors so that we may clear the space for the next round. If you're interested in seeing the next available panel, please proceed to Ballroom D to line up. Thank you.